Today I'd like to talk you through a little flowchart that helps identify the most suitable research design. First, we ask if we need to collect a new dataset. If secondary data is available, it saves us a lot of time and money. But do we need to test for causality? Do we need to determine with confidence if A affects B, if A drives B, rather than merely being associated with B? If we do, we can use longitudinal secondary data around a critical event. Think of hotel bookings before and after COVID. COVID is the primary cause for a significant drop in bookings. If causality is not of interest, we can use any secondary dataset. But often, we do need to collect new data. Then the key question is if our dependent variable is observable or latent. Observable variables can be seen or measured, for example, the amount of food waste at a buffet. Latent variables cannot be seen or objectively measured. For example, does a customer feel positive emotions about their purchase? If the dependent variable cannot be observed, we have no option but to ask people in interviews, focus groups, or surveys. Again, we need to check if our research question requires testing for causality. If not, one cross-sectional survey dataset is enough, like in election polls. We just want to know which political party people prefer today. If causality has to be tested and the dependent variable is unobservable, we run a survey experiment and we vary the value of the independent variable. That's the A that we suspect affects the B. Asking people about observable variables is suboptimal because for different reasons, people are bad at accurately reporting them. Why would you ask people to estimate the temperature if you can use a thermometer? Again, we need to determine if our research question requires the investigation of causality. If not, we can conduct a field observation. We can manually observe, for example, how people behave at a breakfast buffet, or measure temperature with a thermometer. If we do want to know if A affects an observable dependent variable B, we need to conduct a field experiment. We need to measure the baseline, for example, the amount of uneaten food per person at a buffet. Then we introduce smaller plates and measure if the amount of plate waste per person drops. And that completes our little decision-making chart. We hope you will find it useful.